we're talking to our pal Dennis Rodkin. He's got all the real estate news, residential stuff from Crain, Chicago business. Always has some good tips. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Dennis.
Good. So first up, the median price of a house rose to more than $1 million in certain places. Where's that?
We had 3 additions in 2024, Wilmette and in the city, Edgewater and Lincoln Square. There were already 13 suburbs and neighborhoods where the median price of a house, this doesn't include condos, was over $1 million. Those 3 joined it. Prices were up quite a bit all over the region, but especially in affluent areas because affluent people are less dependent on interest rates for what they can buy. And there's a lot of affluent buying in Wilmette, Lincoln Square, Edgewater. And as I said, there are already 13 places, including Kenilworth, Lake Forest, Lincoln Park, where the median price of a house, that's not the entry-level price, but the middle price of all houses sold was over $1 million already.
All right, the list of places where home prices went up the most was dominated by the South Side.
And in particular by South Shore. So the data I had was for condos and townhouses separate from single-family homes. Both of those lists were topped by South Shore. Prices rose dramatically in South Shore in 2024. This is an area where people have been concerned about gentrification. It's also an area that is very desirable. There are beautiful homes on the lakefront. It has lagged for a very long time, in part because of our segregated history, and prices have really been skyrocketing. The other single-family home places where prices rose the most in the city, the top 6 were all South Side neighborhoods: South Shore, Chatham, Avalon Park, Kenwood, and a few others. And then in the suburbs, there are places like Lake Bluff, Glencoe. Those are very affluent areas where prices also rose very quickly because there's very little inventory on the market. So if you're buying a house, you're paying more to get it because there are so few available.
Or what about Cook County property taxes?
There is another lawsuit. These lawsuits have been working for a few years, now attempting to make this a class action suit. It's a complicated situation, but the tax deed sale is something that goes on in all of our counties. If you're behind on your taxes, the treasurer can auction your taxes, and then over the course of a few years, the buyer of those taxes can obtain the deed to your property.
Oh, wow.
The Supreme Court ruled in 2023 that anywhere in the country where that's going on, there are about 16 states, that's an unconstitutional taking of the value of your house.
Yeah.
Because you bought my taxes, but I also had some equity in the house, but then you got control of my property. So several states have already changed their laws. 6 states have changed their laws to accommodate this ruling from the Supreme Court. Illinois has not changed its laws. There's one case in progress against some suburban counties. This one against Cook County had initially said, this is a racist program. You're pursuing more black and brown people. A judge threw that out earlier in 2024 saying you can't find a pattern of racism. So now they're saying expressly, you're taking the value of these homes unconstitutionally, and we're seeking class action status. This is a precarious moment for Illinois counties because, as I said, all these other states have changed their laws, and the counties in Illinois are saying, no, we're sticking with it.
All right.
All right, the widow of Rudolph Eisley of the Eisley brothers has cut her asking price in half. Property tax is getting a little high.
In the course of a year, she has dropped the price. A year ago, this was on the market at $3.5 million. Now it's 1.75, and the real estate agent told me expressly it is property taxes. The property tax bill is $250,000 a year.
What?
Wow.
It's one of the highest in Cook County. It's the only one among the highest in Cook County that isn't on the North Shore. It's in Olympia Fields. Doesn't have lake. This is a former R. Kelly property, and it's massively built, and it's got there we go. It's got a jungle-style swimming pool inside.
Wait, property taxes are $225,000.
$248,000.
Are you? Come on.
The value was estimated by the assessor at over $4 million, which is how the property tax bill got that high.
Wow.
R. Kelly lost it in foreclosure. Rudolph Eisley of the Eisley brothers bought it from the bank, not from Kelly, in 2013. That value has just clung to it.
Wow.
Even though it was on the market for $3.5 million, didn't sell. Now it's down to 1.75. So they have gotten the property taxes appealed.
Yeah.
Don't yet know what the new number will be because our system is so complex. The new number will come out in July, but they're saying on the listing, look, those property taxes are going to go
Yeah.
away
Wow.
because the agent told me everybody who comes to look says, love the house, will not pay those property
Right.
All right.
taxes.
We have two more that are very good, so let's
All right,
do
the Oak
the
Park
last two.
bungalow where mob boss Sam Giancana was murdered in 1975.
Yes.
Just resold.
Just resold for $900,000. He was cooking sausages in the basement kitchen when he was murdered. This was when he was about to go to Washington to testify about a plot to kill Fidel Castro that he was implicated in. But Giancana ran the Chicago mob. He was friendly with JFK, Marilyn Monroe. Supposedly he introduced the one to the other. He was a friend of Frank Sinatra who performed at his nightclub out in the suburbs when Giancana opened it. He was quite a figure, lived here for 40 years before being murdered that night in
And that's
1970.
where?
It's in Oak Park
Okay.
on Winona. Just
All right.
sold for $900,000.
All right, real quick, condo that the Black Hawk great Jonathan Taves sold.
He sold it for nearly $7 million in 2019. It just resold for $5.7 million. It sold for a loss of about $1.3 million. This is a pattern we've talked about a lot. Condo values dropping. Taves may never have lived there. He bought it, had it decorated, sold it, and at the time, didn't know it at the time, but he bought a condo in Lincoln Park, which he has just sold for $4.7 million, a profit. He gained on this, but these recent sellers lost about $1.3 million.
All right, for more, check out Dennis _Rodkin on X. Thank you, Dennis.
Thanks, Dennis.
Thanks.
Time for On Town.
Hey, Anna.